So I guess you want me to say where it started?
Yeah, go ahead, because you're the only one that has a problem.
Well, when they first got up here, you said that I was trying to make you like Jimbo, and I don't know when I ever tried to make you like Jimbo.
Well, when you white knight for Jimbo, that's what it comes off as. Like that night we
When
were having that big conversation, and I tried to tell you you're blinded by hate. You're not seeing that he is a piece of shit. Remember that
okay,
conversation we had, and it ended fairly well. Next thing I know, you have a problem. What's the problem? You got a problem with me. You got a problem with Shannon. You got a problem with what we do. You got a problem with Nicolina. You see, you're putting y'all's problem trying to be my problem. That's not my problem.
how that ended was you were telling me what you thought I should do, and I respected that and didn't say anything back. That's why it ended
You
well.
might be getting played, honey. I'm telling you. You need to be careful with these people. Can I give you some advice, Constance? I'm really
Yeah.
look, don't be we're not bashing you, we're not dogpiling you or nothing. I'm not I look, don't take this as offense.
Hmm.
I'm talking to you like this, because I like you, Constance. We've always liked each other. I know you fighting with Nicolina over there. I know you fighting with this. I don't get involved. But can you I'm afraid that you're getting blinded by your hate towards Nicolina and Vinny and all them over there and batting for Jimbo. And I'm gonna tell you right now, honey, you need to back away from it. You need to back away from Jimbo. He's no good for you. I'm serious. Think about this,
I
man.
don't white knight for Jimbo. He thought she was 15. She drove to pick him up from basketball practice. She drove in the car. The mother gave the blessing. When it was all found out, they divorced, and that was a blip in his life 30 years ago. Since then, the man has
How
done
in the
good.
hell?
Can we not
Now,
think about
listen,
that?
wait a minute, Constance. Think real clearly. You mean to tell me that he was with this girl before they did the do or got married, but didn't know how old she really was, didn't know what school she
I
went
white
to?
knight for the truth. I would do the same thing if I was sitting in your chat and somebody lied about you. I would do the same thing for you, Savage. I would do the same thing for anybody. It's the lie that I'm fighting against. If people would quit lying, I wouldn't
What
have to be
lie?
on here like this.
What's the lie? Tell me what the lie is. What's the lie?
Where do you want to start?
No,
It was with
no,
Jimbo.
you
Well,
said you wanted some. You
okay.
just said what?
Well,
And
there's
I'm
so
look.
many of them. I just don't know how far you want to
What's
go back.
no? You said the lie. What is the lie?
All the lies. Every day there's a new lie.
Okay, well, tell me what. You got to tell me what you're talking about. What lies do you are saying? What are you talking about? Tell me. Give me some examples.
We'll start with the wheelchair. You guys said that Jimbo sad fished a dry bag. A sad fish in a dry bag is when you
He
go,
did.
listen, if I'm not going to be able to talk, then I'll just leave because you don't want to hear my point.
Go ahead.
A
Go ahead.
dry bag and a sad fish is when you go, geez, I wish I had that wheelchair. I wish we could afford that wheelchair. And that's not what he did. I want to get this wheelchair for my Aunt Melanie. Straight out. He straight out asked for it. His subs straight out gave him the money. He went and got the wheelchair. Now, don't scream at me when you hear this. That is no different than anybody saying, here's my tip jar to go to Vegas. Neither one are wrong. Neither one are wrong. I don't think you're wrong, Savage. I don't think Jimbo was wrong.
Oh, okay, okay.
He and Thelma went to Tennessee, stayed in a hotel, and spent about $1,000 at a casino.
See, there you go. This is a lie right here. She has no idea what the fuck she's talking about. How would you know the personal business, Nick?
Connie, we watch every live stream that Jimbo
Bullshit.
does.
You have no way of knowing his personal
No, I
business.
don't.
That right there is what I'm fighting against. I would do the same thing if she lied about you, Savage. She's full of shit. She doesn't have any proof of it. None.
He
How do you know she
said
spent
it
$1,000?
Constance. He said it on a live the
He
next
did
day.
not. See, she says shit like this with
Yes,
no
he
receipt.
did.
Get the receipt. Go show me the receipt, Nick.
The receipt is on his channel. He said it at the next
He
day.
did not. He did
This
not.
is an example of a dry bagging or sad fishing. This right here, because you keep comparing it to my Vegas trip. No, we're gonna watch it.
Anyway, Melanie, that chair's $1,200. We've already raised $600 of it. Awesome. $600 of it. So you covered up on it. This is my Aunt Melanie. That's my Aunt Melanie.
I appreciate y'all trying to loan that. My life's pretty much come to a halt without a chair.
Let me play this one for you too. This one.
First time he did it. Yeah, that's the first fucking time he did it.
Here you go. This
Kick
one.
in.
Hello.
Look, now this is a little ass walker they gave her. Can you see it?
I have to turn sideways to get in it.
Melanie, you excited about that wheelchair?
Oh, hell yeah.
There you go.
When I look at that, I see that as if the man cannot win. If he wouldn't have put his Aunt Melanie on screen, in fact, people have said he's lying that she's not even there. The first thing everybody said was, "Oh my God, is she so sick that she don't need a wheelchair? They must not approve it because she's too sick." Well, we can see that she was obviously not dying. You could be dying of cancer and not be on your deathbed, not coherent. She was
Constance.
Hold on. Times. I would like to
Oh.
say something really fast, and then I'm going to
Yeah.
leave, and I'm going to try to be as calm as possible. I heard that live stream, and let me elaborate on it a little bit more because I heard it with my own 2 ears. He said he went to Tennessee to a casino. As a matter of fact, he continued making up another lie on Ernie. Not that I support Ernie. I don't want to be around Ernie. I can't be around Ernie. But went on to say that he ran into somebody in Tennessee that Ernie worked with at one time. You didn't hear that? Maybe you should go back and
Yes,
listen.
I did
That's
hear that.
exactly what
Yes,
he said.
I did hear
Oh,
that.
so you knew he went to the casino. So you calling Nicolina a liar is actually not true because that's
Let me
exactly
speak.
what he said.
Let me speak.
We
Now-
always let you
Oh, I'm
speak.
sorry. I didn't
Okay.
realize when you interrupted me that I was supposed to stop talking. But go ahead.
You just tell me when I'm ready. Tell me when it's my turn.
Well, you won't let me have mine, so go ahead. Obviously, you called Nicolina a liar. I told you that that's not true. That I actually heard him say he went to the casino in Tennessee where he ran into somebody that Ernie used to work with, which was also a lie. Come on. But you're trying to convince me that this man's a good person. Okay, let me ask you
No,
this,
I'm not.
Constance. No, let me ask you
I'm
this. No,
not.
let me ask you this. Yeah, you are. Let me ask you this, Constance. What's he doing with that wheelchair? Is he paying his good luck forward? Oh no, his son's going to keep a wheelchair that his deceased aunt had for a week. I'm sure the emotional attachment to that wheelchair is so strong.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
But
2
he
weeks,
said
my bad.
the other day, a person in his chat wanted to buy the wheelchair or needed the wheelchair. He said, "Go look on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace." You
Marketplace. Yeah, I heard that too.
I know Nicolina's not everybody's cup of tea. Look, I wasn't everyone's cup of tea too, y'all. Look all the bad stuff I did. Try to give her a chance. See, let her actions prove you wrong. That's all I can say. You got to give somebody another
Well, for
chance.
one, I never, ever once asked any of you to think he was a good man or to think he was worthy. The only question I ever had was, how come I can sit in the chat and Shannon can sit in the chat and I'm judged and Shannon wasn't?
What?
Because I knew before
sitting in a
I
chat.
knew. Look, she had to go over there and get the scoop for the Kentucky Housewives series. And
I
I've got
like
the clip.
Jimbo.
Yeah,
like
see?
him. But
Yes.
then he kept going with these fucking every other week there was something.
Right.
When you ask a woman, a widow with children, for $3,000 to buy a dog, that's fucked up.
Is that, I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm not saying it didn't happen. But do we have proof it happened?
They both admitted it, Constance. I know you want to stick your head in the fucking
if
dirt.
he
They both
admitted it-
admitted it.
Constance, I have the text message from Smoky Mountain
I don't know why
Mama.
Nicolina's up here. I have nothing to say to Nicolina. If you could just mute her, please, because I have nothing to say to
no,
her.
Constance, because you have been going. You went to her. She was live for 14 minutes, and you came to her chat starting shit. No, you need to sit and talk to her. Because you talk to her, not about her
I'll
from
talk to
now on.
her on her chat. I wouldn't
do
talk to
it.
you on your
Go
live.
ahead.
I don't want to talk to her. I'm going to talk to you.
You on prime time right
Girl,
now.
you just hold on. You like the other trolls. You don't want to hear the person that they can just show you the proof. You want the proof, but you won't watch it because you don't want to give them a view. You one of them. I see it. It's okay. Go on. I'm done.
I give zero shits about abuse, Pirate. Have I ever came over here? Now listen, you guys were my very first channel, you and Shannon, that I joined.
May I just
Did
You
I
didn't
ever
join mine
when-
because I don't have no join button, so that's a lie.
I told you this the other time we talked. Look, we backed you 100% when you were going for them tragedy pimps. Then you started going white knighting for Jimbo. I didn't say a word about it, not one word. Didn't say nothing about it. Now you're mad at me because I've made up with Nicolina. That is the bottom line. And I don't understand why. I'm not talking shit about you over there. I'm not doing shit. So what is the problem? You're creating a whole mess for me when you went live early this morning and got people that's already hating on me in your chat bashing me. So you're creating a hate. Everybody's hate bonding over there with you now because you got me in your mouth. You've been put videos up about me, Constance.
Okay, of many things that is an issue. The most major thing is,
Connie, why
let
won't
me
you
mute her.
ever accept my
I was
receipt?
just getting talking. She brought it. She started talking.
She's trying to give you the receipt. You don't want it though. You see how this works?
You wouldn't even let me answer that question yet.
But
Let me
I've
answer
been
the
trying
question.
for 5 minutes now to tell you. Smoky Mountain Mama texted me and said,
I don't believe a fucking word you say. You have no receipt.
I have a text message that is considered a receipt.
When Smoky Mountain Mama tells me, I'll believe it.
By your, so now the text message from Smokey is not a receipt.
It's in fucking significant. I never
both of
convinced
them
anybody to
admitting
be a
it.
Jimbo fan. I never convinced anybody to be a Jimbo fan. That's not what I'm about doing.
He went and they asked for $300 for the prom dress. And then Thelma was put up to ask Smoky Mountain Mama for the $3,000. Jimbo didn't ask. No, to Allison.
$300 for their daughter's prom dress. They called me and asked me for it. No, I did not just offer it up like what he said. That is not true. They did call me and ask me for it. And even Thelma was bargaining with me. She was like, okay, if you can't do 300, can you do 250? I talked to Thelma personally, and she asked me directly if I would be willing to loan them $3,000 for a dog. And it was for a puppy. And they a puppy. And they were going to pay me about $250 per month. That I'm telling you, I was just listening. I was not entertaining it at all. She absolutely did. She was asking me for $3,000 for a puppy. That because she said that her breeding business was depleting, basically. She was saying that everything has, because of all the YouTube, everything and all this, that, and the other, it has completely harmed her business.
Okay, so my turn to talk because I don't want to interrupt you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go after Jimbo, after Ocean Lover.
The first thing you wanted to was the goddamn wheelchair. Right, Constance Sue? Isn't that the first thing you wanted to address?
She said, yes, but that's not why I'm here.
Constance Sue.
But you're not here about Bomb Jimbo. Okay.
Well, sooner than tomorrow, and that's going to get us a lot of far. Yep.
I'm talking, you fucking head. I'm telling you. Did you not say the first thing that you wanted to address was the fucking wheelchair?
No, she said, how far do you want to go back? Go back to the beginning. She said, go back to the beginning. That's not where I wanted to start. That's where
you said the wheelchair, Constance, you said the wheelchair. Let's talk about the wheelchair.
That's exactly what you said. Rewind it. That's exactly what you said.
That is what I said. Because Val said, where do you want to start? I said, where do you want to start?
Let's start at the wheelchair. Those were your fucking words.
Val said, where do you want to start?
At the wheelchair.
Oh my God.
That's where you started. You were given the option to start where you wanted to. You said, let's start at the wheelchair. Rewind it and listen to yourself.
Val said, where do you want to start? Start at the beginning. The beginning would be the wheelchair. That's not where I wanted to start. But we can argue over something. I thought it was something you enjoyed. I was fine. But now when I'm fighting the part against nothing goes,
you've gone completely off the fucking rails.
Yeah,
straight up.
Same.
You're
Same.
You have no fucking. You got no legs to stand on.
And I don't like disagreeing with people, and I don't like having animosity with people. I don't. And so my question is, why are we sitting here talking about a man that divides us all? That's my only question. I wasn't trying to be ugly.
Why do you support him? He's a scammer.
Don't shut the fuck up.
How about you have some fucking values and don't talk shit about me no more, bitch? How about that? Keep your mouth off me. How about that?
It's probably not going to happen. But
Good. I expect you not to. I'm gonna look right at you. I expect you not to be running your fucking mouth after this live stream. Don't do no fucking videos on me. Don't do none on Shannon. Don't do none on nobody over here. Mind your fucking business. If you fuck off, bitch, listen to me. If you want to go over there and support some motherfucker that married a 12-year-old when he was 17, you go to fuck right here. But you ain't gonna keep talking shit about me, or I'll eat your ass up every fucking night. Now you can shut up. Bye. See you later. See you later. No need for one goodbyes. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Okay.
Exactly why.
I get that this is YouTube and stuff, but
why don't you ask Jimbo that? Why don't you ask Alicia that?
Why would Jimbo be?
Yeah, it's not my place to say, is it? It's not my place to say their personal, what's actually happening, what's being done, because Alicia doesn't. Alicia, fuck, man. Fuck. I shouldn't have even said her name in the first fucking place. And you fucking know why, Constance. You know why. Keep fucking doing what you're doing. I don't give a fuck.
What you should have done, Jamie, is exaggerate shit more than it is. She wanted to walk away just quietly.
Talk to Alicia about it. Talk to Alicia about it. Why don't you just go talk to Alicia about it?
What do you think the end game is here? That Jimbo's going to hold people hostage?
I mean, he is, isn't he?
Wow. Who?
Well, all of his mods that are, I'll use the word defecting right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming forward with stories of threats. We're also hearing stories that he wants people to go on his panel to say, I stand with the stand. And I feel like that's an intimidation tactic, like strength in numbers, to get a bunch of people on panel and say, don't leave us. Now look at all these people that you'll lose if you choose to go somewhere else. Then he's got people like yourself who are texting and jumping on other people's panels to confront anyone that accepts me into their chat. So you're essentially an arm of his Gestapo.
Okay, now let me talk. Don't interrupt me. That is absolutely ridiculous. What I could see him saying and see it happening is, hey, where did you go? Are you still a friend of the stand? And if the person says, yeah, well, they say, well, okay, you know why? Because everybody keeps questioning him. And if I say, hey, Sarah, are you still a friend of mine? And she's like, yeah. And I said, well, you want to come on and say it? Now that can be looked at both ways. My part of going on panels has zero to do with the stand. Zero.
Right. But you're essentially doing your own thing, but working in tandem with his fear tactics, which is why he supports you. Because you're very good at
God.
Anissa came up because you wanted to.
Okay, first of all, I just want to say that, Constance, you know that I like you. And nobody else is going to dislike me, I hope not, for liking you. At all. And if they do, then that's their issue. Because they like people that I don't like, which I can't name one right now. I'm really not going to get into that. But anyway. But on the other hand, though, I think that you would have enough respect for me that if I want to make this move, and I am a grown woman, and I think it would be great for this hellified community that has went haywire for so effing long. It's drowned me out too. It's just disgusting. We look pathetic. That you would be able to say, you know what, Anissa, okay, what, I'll back you up. Because there's things that you're doing that I'm not agreeing with at all. I think that you say, you know what, enough is enough. Life is too short. Let's move on. If you don't agree with something Nicolina does, then that's Nicolina. If you don't agree with something Traders does, that's Traders. If you don't agree with, anybody, then that's who they are. But if you truly just want to do this to your channel over and over and over, I just don't see where you're going to get at to it, because people are going to always have their own perspective, the ways that they work. They're going to be your own person. And I'd rather see you have fun than to see you constantly trying to get somebody to change that's not going to. Just like you're not going to change.
Had a problem was when I see you in a chat when they're talking shit on me, making fun of me, dragging me. And all I said to you then was, it upset me. Because I would never sit in a chat where they were talking shit on you.
They did today.
Go there, and if they're not talking shit on me, you can even go there when they're talking shit on me.
But I guarantee you, if you continue to do what you're doing, it's not healthy.
You say you like Sarah. You say you like Alicia. You say you like all these people. Me, Anissa, people that have dropped off because in oppositional sex, it is your chat destroying people right now. And you say you like them. Talk to them. Talk to
Can
I still like
answer
Constance.
one question at a time before you guys ask me another question. Please, just calm the fuck down and
I'm just
stop bombarding me with shit.
Right.
Let me answer one thing before you go to the next.
Okay.
Fucking stop.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
If
Go ahead.
this was all fucking going, if this was all true,
Yeah.
why today did she post the shit about a Mamita Alicia? If she's coming to Jesus and we're all trying to get along, you want me to get over Nick being a dick? Okay, if
No,
she's really not going to be a dick, let me talk. If she's not going to be a dick, if she's changing her ways, why is she still doing that shit?
Listen.
No, answer me. Why is she still doing fuck
I'll
shit if
answer
she's
for
changed?
Nicolina. Here's why. Mamita Baloney and Nicolina got beef.
So what? She's changing a new leaf. Yeah, of course. She's nice to the people she's nice to, but if she's got a beef with you, she's gonna fuck with you. But if she's turning over a new leaf, if she's trying to stop doing this shit, why is she continuing to do the shit?
Mamita Baloney is one of Jimbo's flying monkeys. In fact, his number two flying monkey.
So as long as she's got beef with you, she's not changing.
No, but
She don't change
Constance,
people,
wait,
she
can
kisses her
I
off.
just answer this, Constance? Because we are all doing this because of what Jimbo and other people are doing behind scenes to people. We are not giving some of them, like Jimbo, like Kemper, like freaking all his little monkeys, any time of day. They are the ones doing this, and this is why we have all come together because of what they're doing.
To humiliate her. She
So we
posted
are
a video
not
to try to humiliate her. That's giving her the time of day.
Mamita Baloney.
So you're still gonna. So the thing is, as long as she comes over here, we're not gonna fuck with you.
Oh my
But if
God.
you don't, we're gonna still
You're
continue
not
to do
getting
the fucking
bigger.
shit Nicolina does.
Terrorizing the people that are over here and the people that want to be over here.
You
Mamita
are
Baloney is
full of
terrorized.
shit for anybody. Are you simping for them, or are you just standing up for them?
You
Stop
don't
being
even
stupid crazy.
understand what Nicolina, Traders, and all of them have done for
And you'll
all the
never
people
get it.
in the back right now.
You don't want to get it, Constance. You want to put everything
will
bad
get it
that happens
when I
on
see
the
her
world
stop doing
on
this
the
shit. You get
motherfucking
it?
Mean Girls. You
I will
don't
stop-
have a
I
fucking
will
clue.
totally
Can I
forgive
cash
her.
app you money to buy you a fucking clue? Because you're a stupid fucking
Stop
bitch.
doing the fucked up shit you're doing, and I'll believe you change.
Listen, I will do whatever the fuck I want to do whenever the fuck I want to do it. These people are
Don't
not
get mad at me when I say you won't change.
that
You're
you're the
changing these
moral
people, but not
authority here
everybody.
on motherfucking YouTube. Okay?
Mhm.
Everyone knows you're a goddamn idiot. Everybody.
You're the one losing your friendships, Connie, over somebody that is literally.
It's not over Jimbo. You people, it is not over Jimbo. It is
Tenacity or
Nicolina.
dumb shit. That's why you're losing your friendship.
Yeah, it's over.
It actually has nothing to do with you.
Well, you know what? Then you weren't my friend in the first place. If you will
I
take
was never your friend.
Nicolina and her bullshit, all the harm she's caused, all the harm she's still doing, and she still hasn't changed. She's still doing it today.
We don't
but
have
just not
to
to you.
change to your liking, Constance. We don't. I know that's hard for you to realize, but you know what?
Then you
You're
haven't
not our
changed.
cup of fucking tea either. But
Then
we're
admit you
tolerating
haven't
you.
changed. Then admit you haven't changed.
We have never changed. Where are you
My
getting
point
this
exactly.
change shit? Just because
And
we
this is
are
said you're telling me you've
making
changed. I was going to give you a
amends
chance.
for what we've done wrong.
You just keep doing more wrong. If you're sorry for something, it means you stop doing it. Not just to one person. If they want me to kumbaya with you, I want you guys to quit doing your fucked up shit.
When you see something from someone, anyone, numerous amounts of people, do something or say something to you publicly, don't you respond publicly?
Yes.
Because that's all we've
But
done.
not if they're
When it
fragile.
comes to
But not if
him.
they're fragile. And not in the way you do. I'm not my friends.
bullshit.
They're not my friends.
Okay.
I don't
so
do it to my
you're
friends.
Hold on. You're qualified to look at a human being you've never met on the internet, and you're qualified enough to determine if that person's fragile? Are you fucking serious?
I know, and you know. Don't be ridiculous, traders. Don't be ridiculous.
Okay.
You guys don't even care. You don't even. You do it to your friends. I don't do it to my friends. You do it to your friends.
If Southern girl,
People
if
think
it's
they're
a
your friend
Nicola,
one minute
if
and you
they do
slaughter them the
something-
next. Let me talk. Just let me talk. The issue is, now don't interrupt me. Everybody wants me to forgive it. See, you're doing it right now. Let me speak. Everybody wants me to forgive and forget what Nicolina did. Okay, my issue with why I can't, because she's supposed to be turning over a new leaf and not doing this fucked up shit, not going real life, not involving kids. But today, she goes real life, puts on a video of somebody, and talks about their kids. Forgive me if I do not believe that she's changed because she did the same shit today that she's done yesterday.
We're talking about whose kids?
Alicia's.
Who?
In the comments, go read them. You said something. I wonder where her kids were when she was doing this.
Well, that's a valid question. She's got a shit ton of kids.
Well, you're not supposed to go real life, and you're not supposed to bring up kids.
How is that
How is real
bringing up?
life?
How is that any of those things? That's not bringing up kids, and that's not going real. You need
When
a
she
fucking
says,
mental
I
health.
wonder where her kids are, that's not bringing up kids?
Or did they name their names? Did they say blah 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 blah? Those
The
kids
fact
go
that
to
she
this
said, I
school,
wonder
those
where her
kids-
kids are, is
Come
bringing up
on.
kids. You're
Okay,
rationalizing
you know
it.
what?
You're rationalizing it.
Here, Constance, let me just remove the word kids from my vocabulary. Are you happy now?
See, you guys will never be serious. You know what the fuck
No,
it means,
I'm being-
and you know
no,
she's
I'm
wrong for
being
doing it.
dead
Why don't you
fucking
guys shut up and listen? Stop
No.
double talking and fucking be real.
Austin,
Why
no,
does
no,
Nicolina get to keep doing
no.
fucked up shit as long as she has a reason? Why can't Nicolina
Listen.
stop doing fucked up shit? Period. Why
I
can't
will
Nicolina
start doing
stop
fucked up
doing
shit
fucked
too
up
if you
shit?
don't fucking
Period.
See what
Yeah, I
she
was
wants
gonna
to
say what.
You read that, Queen.
Say, can I? Oh shit! Oh girl. I mean, like I said, that's on you. Does she like? Have you? Is she in the chat? Is she here?
No, we were talking about bad behavior, and I said, can I come up and talk about my bad behavior or the bad behavior?
I thought it was related to like the subject at hand, but I mean, like that's pretty
it's bad
bad.
behavior and doxing, so that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's up to Queen. She wants to
Up
do.
to Queen. I don't have.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, if she's the link's pinned, like, is the link pinned? So if she wants to come in here and talk to you, what I'm saying, I mean, I want to make sure, she's able to, defend herself.
I'm just calling out bad behavior, toxic behavior.
Okay, all right, baby.
Okay. Well, here's what happened. Because we have the issue, they've, took this dig and took this dig and took this dig and it didn't work. So yesterday, she contacts my son on Facebook and tells her that your mother is psychotic and I fear for my life because all of her videos are about me. My son, being my son, said, she said, do you know your mom's psychotic? And he goes, absolutely. And then she's talking to him and she goes, so what do you want me to do? Tell my mom to get off social media? And I said, just block her. So that wasn't enough. I just moved out of my old house 2 weeks ago. Well, they got my address and she went to Google Earth, took a picture of my address of my house. This is Constance's house. And in the
I was just saying, how do you know though? Can I ask, how do you know it's her? Like, how do you know it?
She did it out of her profile.
Oh, no, I'm not saying like contact him. Like I'm saying your address though. Like, how do you know it was her?
I don't know how she got it. I don't know how she got it, but she got my picture of my house.
Okay.
And then she put my address in the chat, but only a half address, like the street number. She was saying, like, example, 3636 is a good number. 3636 is a good number. Then she said my city. Now she had a picture of my house. She had my house number and she had my city. That's not a complete doc. This is not just to me. This is what she does to everybody she has a problem with. And I just wish more people could join me to exposing this. I don't mind doing it on my own. I'll do it on my own. I've been doing it on my own.
I'll join you, Constance.
Thank you.
I'll join you.
That's all I wanted to say. Contacting my friend didn't affect me much, but it could affect somebody else. You know what I mean? I am not going to fight back. Like if Nicolina says I'm a big fat whale, I'm going to, you know, I could be a big fat whale. I'm not going to go out and prove that I'm not a big fat whale. I've proved myself enough. So anything she says about me, I'm not going to fight, but I am still going to fight against her. That's
like, have you guys, I mean, you guys have tried to like go your own separate ways. Like you just don't fuck with her. She doesn't fuck with you. You guys just go your own ways.
No, because that's just like Bullhorn Betty. No, I fuck with her for good reason because she's toxic to this community. And I don't care if, you know, she messes with me back. It just goes to when you contact someone's son or, you know, and you go real life, that's the issue. Since I'm the one that posted Dolly's record, can I tell you why I did it? The reason I did it was when all the stuff about Free to Be and the other mods came about of the essay and alleged essay and the mobile, you know, him wanting to get a car. And that's where I made the decision for me to look into his personal life because of what we were hearing from the mods and Free to Be. Now, you can call that going real life. I'll own it. But yeah, that's all I wanted to come and talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many times have you followed us to chats and absolutely berated us in the channel holder for letting us in those chats?
No, only when you're talking about me or talking about the subject. That's it. I don't just come in there and say, except the one time.
Constance seems to want to do this, like come on the bigger panels like yours and all of that when she knows that Nick is at work. Nick can't just come up here and defend herself against this stuff. She has a real job.
Nick has been on panels this time of day before. Don't even act.
Listen, please stop. Yes, because she has lunch breaks, of course. So she hops on a panel on a lunch break. Does that mean her lunch break is the whole?
Stop gaslighting.
Constance, please stop. All of this started because you are defending a man that we think is in the that we listen, please stop. I'm saying your problem with Nicolina started. Yes, ma'am.
No.
Constance, I'm not going to argue with you. Please let me get my words out, and then I will get down, and you can have this all to yourself again.
You know what she's trying to do? She's trying to bring up the
Oh
subject
my
we didn't talk
goodness.
about him. She's wanting to bring up the subject we didn't talk about just to bring it up.
I'm not even mentioning names. I'm just saying the reason this started is because you can't stop defending one person.
Not true.
Nicolina tried apologizing to her and move on past this a few days ago, and Constance Sue didn't want to have it, so she wants
You're
this
right.
to continue.
Absolutely not. She wants it she's on her apology tour to get everybody to forget everything she done. I'm not here for something she did to me. I'm not here for an issue I have with her. I'm here for the same reason I was here for Dolly, Bullhorn Betty, and everybody. The way she acts, the bad behavior for everybody. I can see beyond myself. Just because, you know, she doesn't do it to me. I am here to point out the bad behavior that she does to the whole community. The word cancer is what I use, cancer that she is the community. So I'm not accepting her apology.
Okay, but the thing I think is that the point I think they're trying to make is they don't mind that you cover Nicolina. They don't mind that you cover the things that she does. And I think Nicolina's okay with that as well. It's the following them from chat to chat to chat, going from room to room to room, from creator to creator. You know what I'm saying? Following them around, saying things in the chat. And just like I get mad and I get upset about, you know, Penny and them not fucking calling out what's his name, Dolly, but she'll call all of us out. You know what I'm saying? But she won't turn around and clean her own fucking backyard.
Will go in the chat and say anything as if they are talking about me on the panel or talking about the situation on the panel. So I don't just follow them chat to chat and say, I don't like her, get her out of here. I don't like her, get her out of here. I don't do that. Peachy was gaslighting with that.
Actually, Constance, you have gone not only during your lives, you have gone to other people's panels and said, let me speak.
Wait,
Connie.
okay, Constance, you only gave her 6 seconds. I'm going to time it. Constance, we're going to give Nicolina 2 minutes to talk, and then you can talk, okay? So we're going to start now.
You have gone up on multiple panels and said, do not let Nicolina in here. Do not allow her up on your panels. You've said it during your lives. You do follow me everywhere I go. I don't mind that you take my live streams and do reactions. I don't care. The way you perceive things. You twist things like we discussed yesterday. You intentionally went around with a video stating that I was making fun of an SA, despite telling you over and over and over again, no. We were making fun of the fact that I have been being called a house mouse, which is a hang around in a motorcycle club that will throw themselves everywhere. So I was making fun of that.
Like a groupie whore, yeah.
But you didn't care. You continued to say I was making fun of sexual assault, which I would never do that. You have a problem. You have been told this by how many people that this obsession is actually teetering on psychosis. You do follow me around chat to chat. You do go into chats. Everybody is seeing it. Bigger channels are seeing it. Constance, I reached out to your son, and I don't care how you or anyone else feels about it, at telling him at this point, this is so psychotic. I don't know if you need help. I have that right. I even tried apologizing to you this week because I had never personally done a thing to you. I apologized. I tried. You mocked it. And you continued on Southern Girls panel for almost 3 hours yesterday, crying about me. You go up on other people's panel and you start crying because of me. You need to seek some help. You can keep covering me, but you go so many places. And Connie, I'm not going to stop. You want to talk about people and ban evading? You lost your first channel. So isn't that what you're doing as well? You constantly come into Queen Bee's, utilize her panel. You were trying to utilize Savage's panel. All these panels to try to get, all you're doing is driving my views up, Constance. It's having the exact opposite effect.